There is no better time to be a high school basketball fan and no better time to be a PressProsMagazine.com reader than right now. We have girls state semifinals, two in the books, Division 4, Division 2. And today, Friday, we have Division 1 and Division 3. We're looking forward to covering those games at University of Dayton Arena. But first, before I get into that, before I get into what's coming up in the boys regionals in D4 tonight at Trent Arena, before we talk about Ohio State, let me remind you that you can win a $50 gift card from Lehman's Old Time General Store in Kidron, Ohio, just by sending me an email to pressproscontest@gmail.com. Just say, I want to win. I love Lehman's. I want to win the gift card. I love your site. I hate your site. We'll even give you a gift card to change your mind. How could you possibly hate our site? Look at this photo last night from Hartley's loss to Kettering Alter. This is what high school basketball is all about, ladies and gentlemen. High school basketball is about camaraderie. High school basketball is about community. High school basketball is about supporting your teammates. Beautiful picture right there on the front page of PressProsMagazine.com. It did not end well for the Hartley Hawks last night, 69-33. Nobody wants to lose like that. They ran into a really good team in Kettering Alter, but Hartley's had a phenomenal year, and you should not apologize for running into a buzzsaw in the state semis. You should exult in the awesome year that you've had. The one thing I will note about last night's D2 semifinal, I find it very hard to believe that there can be 51 combined turnovers in a game of two state semifinalists without the officials letting way too much contact go. Kids turn the ball over because they're bumped, because they're hit, because they're disadvantaged, and the officials don't call it. What, you got an early dinner reservation? What's going on? I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. 51 turnovers in a state semifinal game. And it wasn't all like Hartley had 40 of them and Kettering Alter had 11. No, Hartley had 29 and Kettering Alter had 22. You've got to call the contact, particularly in girls basketball. They're not athletic enough, most of them, to withstand the bumping, the hacking, the contact that forces turnovers. You've got to call the contact, and they're not calling it, and it's turning a basketball, a beautiful game, into a bruising, brutal fraction of what it could be. This is true in girls. This is true in boys high school. This is true in college. This is true all across basketball. I'm sick of it. I would love to see it change. And the other thing, did we suspend the rules for palming the basketball? I watched a team play yesterday, a team that we do not cover, that if you wanted to call palming the basketball, where you get your hand underneath the basketball and turn it over when you dribble it, boop, 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 crossover, you can't really cross somebody over without palming the basketball. If you want to call that to the letter of the rule, as they should, you could conservatively call palming the basketball on this team that will play for a state championship. You could call it on them 50 times in a game, maybe more, 50, and it's never called. I've been watching basketball all season long. I've seen the rare 3-second call. I've seen the rare lane violation call. You know what call I haven't seen all year made at any high school game at any level, boys, girls, D1, 2, 3, 4? Not one palming the basketball violation. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Get control of the game. It's in a book for a reason. Call it. All right. Now, enough of my officiating rant. I might go back to it later. Hartley falls, but there is good news in Central Ohio Press Pros coverage area. How about the Worthington Christian Warriors? The Worthington Christian Warriors yesterday take on unbeaten Waynedale in the Division 3 state semifinals, and they take care of business. Waynedale's had a great year. They're the only undefeated team in the state, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So congratulations to Waynedale. It was a bad matchup for Waynedale because of what you see right here. Blessing King blocking shots, dominating on the glass. Worthington Christian hitting threes. The Warriors will play for the state championship on Saturday morning, 10:45, against Cincinnati Purcell Marion. So, WC Megan Weekly had a great game. Megan Mayotte had a great game. Jamie Custer had a great game. Jaden Tago on defense locked down and did not allow the girl that scored 20 for Waynedale in the regional finals, scored 20. She didn't score at all against WC. That's because of Jaden Tago's defense. So good luck to Jason Dawson and the WC girls and Blessing King as they seek a state title tomorrow, 10:45 a.m. Tonight's the monster matchup. We've been waiting for it all year long. We saw it once at Trent Arena January 16th, if you fell asleep like Rip Van Winkle, now you're going to wake up again on March 11th, rather. You're going to be like, whoa, didn't I just see Botkins and Tri-Village play a 51-50 double overtime game? Yes, you did. You will see the two classiest D4 teams in the Press Pros Western Ohio coverage area. One Botkins, I think it's 5 or 6 Tri-Village in a final AP poll playing tonight. Man, if you can squeeze your way into Trent Arena, do it. Just leave me a seat, though, because I don't want to miss it. Lane Sarver, Carter Plyman matchup. That's going to be something. Jacob Plyman, Josh Scantlin matchup. That's going to be something. The Phil Groves, Josh Sagister matchup, coaching. That's going to be something. So really, really, really a good game. And I hate to see one of these teams lose. It's just too bad that both of them cannot get to the Final Four. But only one will, and we will see who that is as they play tonight at Trent Arena. Of course, I'll be there, and we will have great photos of it, just like we have great photos of everything that we shoot at PressProsMagazine.com. And otherwise, tonight we will also be covering the Reynoldsburg girls. They're in D1. They're in the semifinals. They're against Anthony Wayne. Reynoldsburg and Mason appear to be on a collision course, but we'll see. We'll see, because we thought Cincinnati Mount Notre Dame with 98 straight wins would be in the D4 state semifinals, and they are not because of Mason. So we will see if Mason can get to the finals. If Reynoldsburg can get to the finals, they will play for the D1 title on Saturday night. Okay, final thing of note. Hate to end on a bummer. Ohio State against Penn State. Big Ten tournament. You could see this loss coming a mile away. Ohio State very injured and not playing well and not defending well. By the way, if you are a pedestrian Big Ten guard, you play for Maryland, you play for Michigan, you play for Penn State, you will have your way with the Ohio State Buckeyes on defense. They cannot guard the pick and roll. Cannot guard it. And as I noted in my story here, E.J. Liddell had a nice game, 25 points. The pick and roll offense has been around since Dr. Naismith hung the first peach basket. So they got to figure that out before the NCAA tournament. I don't think anybody would bet any money of consequence on Ohio State winning 2 games in the NCAA tournament, because as they've lost to Nebraska, as they've lost to Michigan, as they've lost to Penn State, their NCAA tournament seed has gone from to woo in the dumper. They'll be lucky to get a 6 seed. They might be a 7. A 7-10 matchup is a very even matchup. We'll see. They got a great player. They don't have great guards. And Penn State's guards drove Ohio State to the basket all night long. Bloop, layup, bloop, 5-foot turnaround. Frustrating to watch. But as I said, with the injuries to Kyle Young, Zed Key, Michi Johnson, Justice Suing, on and on and on and on and on, you could see that this Ohio State team is running on. I'm not even sure they have fumes to run on at this point. So maybe the rest will be good for them. I think the best thing for them was to actually get beat, get mad, get home, get rested, and regroup for the NCAA tournament next week. So what? You want to win the Penn State game and play Purdue and have Zach Edey score 25 against you, like every big guy seems to do against Ohio State? I think the rest is better than the whatever, joy you would have gotten out of beating lowly Penn State. So that's the lowdown presented by Layman's. Don't forget, Layman's has really cool products. The natural peanut butter stir. You screw the jar on, you twirl the stainless steel rod around, you mix up your peanut butter. The Parahatchet's a phenomenal product. It's only $20, but it's not even $20 for you, because when you go to Layman's.com, LEHMANS.com, and you use the promo code, what is it, kids? PressPros10, you get 10% off. That's how they know that you came from the Press Pros readership area. That's how they know we're right when we say that our readers love Layman's. That's how you know that we love you, because we negotiated the promo code so that you wouldn't have to pay retail price for all these great items from Layman's. And again, you can get the Layman's gift card, $50. Our March giveaway will happen end of the month. Get your entry in, PressProsContest@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram, Press Pros Magazine. Follow us on Twitter @PressProsMag. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us to all the games, but get there early because the seats are vanishing quickly. Oh, by the way, Saturday, besides the Girls State Championship games, we have Gahanna against Pick Central, D1, Ohio Dominican. Seats are limited. Get there quickly. Going to be a monster game, and Steve Blackledge will be covering it for us. Watch out for the snow tonight. If you're going to a game and driving home, I will see you if you get to the games I'm covering. and hopefully we will see you on our pages at Press Pros Magazine